What's up, race fans? Daniel, Blair, and Jimmy Holley of Race Day Live, presented by AMSOIL. This is the official post-race show, and Jimmy, both championships have tightened. The 450 is now down to 4, the 250 East down to 6.
Yeah, and you talk about that 6 points. It could have been 12 because Joey Savacci was out front. He made that mistake. We saw him make the mistake last weekend in Detroit, and it cost him. He got another second, but how about George Smith? Back-to-back wins for him, and you know, we say it all the time. Once you get your first one, that second one's easy, and he worked for it. And Zach Osborne, you know, just a little bit under the weather. I thought, you know, I was looking at the clock. I'm saying, okay, 15 minutes plus 1. We're about 7 minutes. He's coming, but then it looked like, you know, he was just exhausted, and that's why he missed that first qualifying session. He was tired, you know, and he had to save all that energy and conserve. But, you know, he only lost a couple more, so he's only 12 back. But it is definitely tightening. But here's the thing. These guys got a couple weeks off before we'll see him in New York and New Jersey, East Rutherford there.
Now in the 450 division, it was evident mid-race that Ryan Dungey was making a move. He had found his rhythm. He was catching up to Eli Tomac, but then he ran up on the backside of the number 22 Yamaha. That changed everything.
Well, it did, and I think that this is something that started in that heat race. You remember Chad Reed and him went at it in the heat race there, and I think Ryan might have said something, and then, you know, that just, you know, that fuels the fire with Chad Reed. He says, okay, you think, you know, something or whatever, so. But, you know, I don't know, you know, I know I've been in that position before, and I'm really extremely, when somebody's getting lapped and they're in 16th position there and they don't give you the right of way, I mean, I just think it's common courtesy and it's a respect for the other riders, and if the reverses, the roles were reversed, Chad Reed would want that same respect from Ryan Dungey. So we'll see, it's not over, we're heading to Seattle, but with his 8th win of the season, 5 in a row, Eli Tomac is on fire. I mean, that Monster Energy Kawasaki is just moving. And, you know, something I saw different tonight with Eli, and I made mention to it in the press conference, that he was searching for a lot of lines. He wasn't happy with his lines, and Dungey was happy, and Dungey was coming. Just unfortunate. And Marvin Muskin, another 3rd for him. He rode well. I saw him make a couple mistakes. This track was tough, even though we had adequate traction, great traction to speak of. But it was just one of those tracks that it wasn't forgiving, and we saw a lot of guys having problems with it. But all in all, St. Louis was a great night here at America's Dome, and I can't wait to go to Seattle next weekend.
Well, the plot thickens in Monster Energy Supercross, and for Jimmy Holley and Daniel Blair of Race Day Live, presented by AMSOIL, this was your official post-race show.